I'm Colm O'Regan and welcome to Dublin. This week I'm bringing my very, very short history of capitalism bang up to date, up to the 21st century capitalism. Google, Facebook, Twitter, the whole internet shebang.
The best things in life are free, but you can give them to the birds and bees. I keep
But what does capitalism even look like today? Is it smokestacks and big chimneys? Or is it Google and don't be evil and everybody sitting around in ironic t-shirts?
These kind of innovations, big new technologies, always change the way people want to do business in quite profound ways.
The shiny buildings in this area all around me are just a tiny part of that innovation. Ireland's technological cluster, or Silicon Valley, if you will. Get that smell? That's the smell of code being written in the morning.
Emergence of new industries and bubbles, speculative bubbles following that emergence is a common feature in capitalism.
So that's all very well, but what does the Dublin of 5 or 6 years ago tell us about the crisis of capitalism?
Dublin is the epicenter of both the crisis of capitalism and also the causes of that crisis as well. Ireland has skipped the industrial development period and all other stages of capitalism and moved straight towards the embracement of corporatism.
There was a kind of implicit deal whereby the rest of the society just left finance to be run by the financiers and left banking to be run by the bankers. I think one of the things that happened after the credit crunch was a general realisation that we can't let them just go and write their own rules.
We have in the last few decades been dominated by this neoliberal view, which harks back to the days of Adam Smith. So we actually are living in a world which is fundamentally different, but have been running things as if we are living in the 18th century. That's the tragedy of our time.
As I reach the end of my journey, the real question seems to be, does anybody know what's going on anymore? This building behind me was to be the new headquarters of Anglo-Irish Bank. The bank went spectacularly bust in 2010, and its losses, some €30 billion, were socialised.
We've effectively taken the pain of the crisis and applied it to absolutely everyone but the corporatist partners.
So there you have it, my history of capitalism in about 16 minutes. And what have I learned? Yeah, good question actually. No, I have learned some stuff. I've learned of the history. I've learned some economic theories. I've spoken to some academics and experts and economists.
The system will meet a violent death.
But what's probably stuck with me the most is the other ordinary Joe Soaps like myself who are wrestling with these high concepts of economics and finance. It's comforting to know that when you don't know something, at least you're in good company. And speaking of company, like any good capitalist, I think I've spotted a niche in the comedy market. I'm going to try and tell some capitalism jokes to some new comedy audiences. So, wish me luck. Welcome to the stage, Colm O'Regan. Industrial Revolution. What's that all about? Am I right? Am I right? What's this? It's Adam Smith and his invisible hand. And I'm like, what did they call it? Milton Keynes. Thank you. I've been Colm O'Regan.